In any industry, and that's music included, perception is a huge deal. It will help or will stunt your growth. If people perceive your act to be mediocre, average, not any good, then you'll actually struggle to convince people to listen to your music or to come to a show. If people perceive your act as growing, going somewhere, good quality, something that people like, then in fact that perception will add to the marketing and the announcing that you do about your music and your tours. It's quite simple. You might have group X here. They think something about your music and about your band or your artist name, brand, whatever you call it. Here's a way to affect the perception or the way that these people perceive your music. Do something to group Y and make sure that it's public, because I guarantee you that group X are going to see that. So how does that play out? Quite simple. People ask me all the time actually about publicity and whether it's worth going internationally if you've not yet done stuff domestically, and all very good questions. And I think there are answers to both of those things and everything that stems from that. But more importantly, I think you can focus a little bit more on the understanding of perception. And here's the example I want to say. So say you're an Australian artist, say you're doing a lot of stuff in Sydney, and every now and again you're doing some interstate stuff. This is the example. Here's a way to continue to grow what you're doing. Find, research, whatever it is, a small or like a reputable music blog in any other country or in any other state of the country. Do a bit of a write-up, just put a bit of effort into making that a reality. So long as you're a good artist, it shouldn't be too hard, just a little bit of elbow grease. And once that write-up occurs, make sure you tell everyone about it. Because if you're a little band in Sydney and every now and again you do some interstate stuff, if you all of a sudden say to everyone, hey, I've had a blog in, like a music blog in Chicago, write about my artistry, check it out, here's the link. 5%, I'm guessing, of people are actually going to click the link. 95% of people that see that are going to have their perception raised. And that's quite simple. What happens there is that people see that you're growing, people see that you're taking on the world, and all of a sudden they think to themselves they have a little bit of FOMO. And before you know it, those Spotify plays start going up, and for some reason they're from people in Sydney, because your main target market are people in Sydney, but they've simply had their perception raised. So they don't want to miss out, because they think that you're going somewhere and that you're doing something and that you're actually pretty good. Good enough for someone on the other side of the world to write something about you. It's not hard to make that a reality, so go for it.